Hey everyone, it's Martin Tennant here again, here for another guitar lesson. At this time we're going to be covering another song, and this is going to be Back in Black by ACDC, probably arguably one of the best song that they ever wrote in their entire career. It's a classic 80s rock song. Uses a lot of the open and movable position power chords. Uses a lot of open pentatonic and blues licks, and they've got some offbeat sort of riffs going on as well, and it's a really cool and fun rock song to play. So let's get straight into it because there's a lot to cover for this song. Right, so the main riff, which is played for the intro and the verses 1 and 2, goes like this. And then you repeat that 2 times in the intro, you play it 2 times in the first verse, and then you play it twice in the second verse. So what we have is open E power chord, so we can play a low E, open, and then we play 2nd fret on A string, 2nd fret on D string. And you don't have to, you could use your 2 different fingers, like for finger 1 for the A string and finger 2 for the D string, but I would highly recommend that you use a partial bar with your first finger to get the 2 fretted strings on A and D, just because it's a little bit easier for the chord progressions, because we'll be moving up to the D here, and it's a little bit easier on the fingers movement wise to go from this shape up to your D rather than like this way. Then we're going to be moving up to the D, which is open D, first finger on the 2nd fret of G, and 3rd finger on 3rd fret of B. And then we go to the A open chord. Open A, 2nd fret on D, 2nd fret on G. And again, I'd recommend that you do the partial bar with the first finger for this chord, just like with the low E. The same for A. Okay? And the rhythm we've got is this. The E chord once, you just play it and then use your right hand to just clamp lightly on the string to mute it out rather than let it ring out. Move to the D, we've got a bit more. So that's down, up, down. Just play that really fast though. Down, up, down. And then after the setting down, you then again mute the chord out with the right hand. Okay, so far we have. Then after that we've got A, and then we're going to do again down, up, down on the A. So put those together and we have. And again. Right, now in between those chords being played, we have some lick ideas going on. The first one is based on the open position pentatonic minor scale. With the blues note as well. So what we have here is, play that again a bit slower. upon the 3rd fret of the high E string. You use the 3rd finger for that. And then from there we're just going to go down the scale essentially. High G, open E string, then 3rd fret on the B string, then open B, then we go to the 2nd fret on the G string, and then we're going to bend up to the blues notes on the 3rd fret of the G string. It's going to half step bend, and then bend back down quickly to the 2nd fret, and then from there you pull off to the open G. Okay, and be careful when you pull off with the string, because a lot of people will do this, and you'll get that open B string, or sometimes even the open high E coming in, and while that is fine because they'll work in the key of this song, you really want to just have the open G string to sound out. So the best way to do that is just to have this movement. As you can see, my 1st and 2nd finger is just slightly touching the B string, which is preventing it from ringing out, the open string from ringing out when I'm upon the pull off, and that will help you just get that G sound. If you don't do that, then it's very easy just to, when you're doing the pull off technique especially, because you'll go down like that, the finger will just brush against the string, it will just cause it to vibrate like that. Use your other fingers to just lightly touch the string. Don't fret it, just lightly put it against it, so that not necessarily muting it, but you're just muting it out for the purpose of the open string just not getting snuck in there by accident. Okay. So altogether, just a reminder of what that all was. That we have 3rd fret on high E, open E, 3rd fret on B, open fret on B, 2nd fret on G, bend up half a step, bend back down, and pull off to open G. Then after that, go straight into the chords again. Then the second time you do it, we have this riff. Okay, now this is going to be a little bit difficult rhythm-wise, because there's a lot of sort of offbeat going on. We have 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. So you have to be careful of that rhythm. So, and there's also a little bit of a stretch in the hand as well. This is probably the hardest bit of the song technically, with the fretting hand, I would say, out of all the parts. So what we have, we're going to start off with the 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Okay. From there, we're going to get our 3rd finger is going to go on the 4th fret of the whole E string. And by the way, all the notes for this riff has to be short and snappy, just like with the chords. As soon as you played it, just use the fret hand or use the right hand to meet out the string. Again, we don't want all the notes to ring out, because they're not supposed to just ring out. Well, no, we don't want that. We want all the notes to be sharp and snappy and tight, like that. We have the 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of low E, then back up to 2nd fret on A with the 1st finger. And this time our pinky's going to go up on the 5th fret of the low E, then back up to 2nd fret of A. Then we're going to have to stretch up a little bit to get to the 6th fret of the low E. And then the last 2 notes are 2nd fret of A again, and followed by stretch all the way up to the 7th fret on the low E. And with that last note, you can either just leave it as it is, and then just go back to the chord, or you can do some of a vibrato with it with the pinky. That might be, yeah, it might be hard for you, some of you beginners, to do vibrato with your pinky, but you can do that if you want, if you're able to. Or you can slide down, and that's actually a good way to kind of just immediately change positions to go back to the open E chord, like that. So you can do, or my favourite. So let's play the intro slash verse section all the way through. After that, we then go on to the chorus. What we use for the first bit is open A power chord, followed by open E power chord, and then we have a B power chord based on the A string. First finger on the second fret of A, third finger on the fourth fret of D, pinky on the fourth fret of G. Okay? And then we sort of go as a riff based on going back and forth between those chords. So it's A, E, B, A, B. Then you play that again. A, E, B, A, B. Up for the rhythm of that section, because it's based on a sort of a 3-note idea. So it's like 3-note duration. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So some of those chords will be coming on the offbeat because of that, so just watch out for that. When you listen to the track, you'll understand what I mean better if you listen to it again with the beat. Just watch out for that when you're playing this riff. Make sure that your timing with this is spot on. Then we play 3 different chords now. So the chords this time is this version of a G chord. It's actually a power chord, but it's based on the full G major shape. But we're not going to be including the second fret on the A string. We're going to be muting the A string out entirely using the second finger. Just bring the finger over slightly, arch it slightly so that it brushes the A string slightly so that it's muted out, okay? And you play all the other strings. So it's second finger on the third fret of low A, open D, open G, third finger on the third fret of B, and fourth finger on the third fret of high E. Then we go to D, A, then so we have So after we played the A power chord the first time, we then have a partial bend played with the second finger on the third fret of low E. Like that, so you get a blues rock sound right there. And it's more like, I think of it more like a tug. You're not bending the string all the way up to the note on the string up from that. It's just going to be a very short and quick tug. Just pick the string and then with your finger just give it a wee sort of tugging motion towards the floor. That's all you need. Then we go back up to the A chord again. So it's G, D, A, bend, A. And again. After that, we then go back to the previous section of the chorus. Play that twice. And then to finish off the chorus we have the G chord, and we just hang on that for 2 bars. Now strumming wise, there's no real wrong or right way of doing it, but if you have this kind of sort of a generic sort of rock rhythm going on, up, down, 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 that sort of thing, that'll do. You can do less than that if you want. You can just do something simple like that, but as long as you've got that sort of syncopated rhythm going, then that'll work fine over this chord. Alright, then we go to the D, and then we play that 3 times. Okay? And just let it ring afterwards. So 1, 2, 3. After that, then go back into the verse for the second time. And so on. And then we play the chorus again. Then after the second chorus, there's this sort of bridge section where the solo is played. Now, I'm not going to show you how to play the solo, that'll be for another lesson probably. I'm just going to show you what the rhythm is playing in this song, the bit that Angus Young's brother Malcolm Young plays. It's basically, it's sort of a variation on the chords used in the main theme. Since it's going to be based on purely on the lowest, the thickest strings here. Okay, so what we have is this. So what we have the open E power chord. Play that once. Then we have this interesting shape here. Now this is basically what we have here is open low E. Then we have 5th fret on the A string, and you have to play that with your 4th finger. If you can't do that, then use your 3rd finger. But that's quite a stretch, so you're much better off using your pinky for that. And then 1st finger plays the 2nd fret on the D, and you play that 3 times for the sort of galloping like sort of rhythm. And then you move that shape down, take your pinky off the 5th fret of the A and replace that with the 3rd finger on the 4th fret of A. And you keep your 1st finger where it is, play open E, and then you do the same rhythm again. Then you go back to your open E power chord, and you do a sort of series of these, this galloping motion. Okay, and then you repeat that again. And then the second time we've got this, which is basically going back and forth between the open E and the open A power chords. Again, there's a lot of off beats going on here. It's okay, no. So make sure it's right. Again, listen to the track and listen to when it comes in and play it against the beat, and you'll be able to pick it up easily enough. So let's just play through that a couple of times so we can get some practice out of it. After that, it goes back into the chorus for the 3rd time. After that, we then have this really interesting but complicated riff idea. I think this is the most difficult part of the entire song. So, and this took me ages to learn myself, so just remember this will take you a while to learn it, but it's a quite fun riff to play once you've got the hang of it and you've got the speed up and running. So there's a lot going on here. So, but the good news is that what I played based on the A string is actually the same as what I played based on the E string. So once you've played it, you can play it on one string, you can play it on the other. So the riff goes as we have open E, and don't leave this is a common mistake I see with this song. Do not leave the low E open when you're playing the bit up here on the next string, because it's meant to be just played short again, just on its own, rather than acting as a pedal note for the rest of the notes on top of it. So make sure that note is muted out when you're playing the riff, okay? So open low E, then we have 3rd fret plays 5th fret on the A, then we're going to slide down to the 4th fret, then pull off to the 2nd fret, then pick the 4th fret again. So far we have finger, do another tug of the 3rd fret, low E, like that. Then 1st fret plays the 2nd fret again. Then 3rd finger comes over to play the 5th fret on the low E. 1st finger plays the 2nd fret again on the A. Then bring your pinky over up to the 6th fret on the low E. Back to 2nd fret on the A. Then pinky back up on the 7th fret. And then slide down and out. Just played a lot faster than what I showed you in the video, but I slowed it down so that you'll be able to follow it better. But it's played a lot faster, so you may have to, you know, this will take time to really build up that speed. But it's better to practice it slow, and then you'll be able to build up the speed later. Okay? And now, once you play that 4 times in a row, then we do the exact same riff that we've just done, but this time it'll be based on the A string. So everything that we've just done is moved up down a set of strings. And you just play that twice, then you play it twice more back on the E string. That back to the chorus for the last time. Then when you get back to this bit, after playing the D chord, you then play the A chord and then just let it ring out for 2 bars. And then the song finishes with a 2nd solo. Again, I won't show you in this video how to play it, but in terms of rhythm playing, the guitar will just do the exact same thing it did during the 1st solo. And if you want to end the song, if you're playing the song live in a band and you want to find the ending because the song in the original record just fades out, then you can just do something like this. Just let the E chord ring out, or you can do something a bit more short and sweet. Just cause a stop at the end. That's ACDC's Back in Black. Hope you enjoyed that, and stay tuned for the next lesson, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.